Hey everybody, it's been a long time no see. I just watched episode 1, season 1 of Invincible. Holy shit. I This was such a great episode. I am so impressed with the show. The ending of this, spoilers by the way, this is a spoiler review. Uh it's crazy. I think like I'm so impressed. I was sleeping on the show. I totally been sleeping on the show. I'm so impressed. It's such an incredible animated show. Like in my opinion, it's like one of my favorite animated shows of the year so far. Kind of contending for right now. I'm almost close to saying this is like the best anime show I've ever seen in my life. And this is just the one episode. I see why they went they're like greenlighting 2 more seasons of the show. Oh my god. Oh my. So this show is crazy. I didn't know about this show. I didn't know this was a comic book. Um well, let me just give you first the good and the bad. The good, I love the music. The music in this is really good. I love the acoustic guitar, in the peaceful times like that, like the guitar playing. I always love like guitar for some like alternate rock music. It's like my favorite genre of music, so I really like that. And the voice acting is amazing. And the voice acting is done really well. Um, the animation is really good. I like this animation. It looks so good. There's a lot of times I'm looking at it like this is almost I I I'm almost this almost looks like some comic books. It looks good. I mean, yeah, it's not the best animation I've ever seen in my life, but for a TV show, it's pretty damn good. I like that it's rated R, and I like that it was it builds up the it wasn't just violent right off the bat. It was just like at the end when it got really violent, and I think the violence is used only to to show how horrible a situation is, and kind of make the action resonate. You know, then in my opinion, I don't really see any bad with the show. I didn't see anything bad. Um, I don't. I liked everything. You know. Um, I like the diversity in characters. There's different types of characters. Um, it's just it's so good. Um, so this episode starts off with looks like some security guards guarding the White House, and then these clones show up. These clones are kind of interesting. I think they're kind of cool, villains, and then you see pretty much the Justice League show up next to stop these guys from trying to kill the president of the United States. And the fight scene was just so fucking cool. I think this is just the best. It was like it's better than. And honestly, I like this more than a Justice League movie. I like this more than like the movies. It feels like a comic book. It just feels so fucking great. It was like I just loved it, and how mature it is too. It's not like I love animation, and I'm so happy this is like animation for adults. This is like so cool. And then like in all these heroes that were in it really are like Justice League heroes. Like they got the Flash guy, they got the Green Girl that's kind of like Green Lantern. You got the Martian Manhunter guy that's like Stretch. You got the Batman guy. It's cool that he's a black guy too. And it's like it's just cool. It's so cool. And then you got uh like Wonder Woman kind of, you know, and then this amazing fight scene, and the Omni Man shows up, and he looks like Superman, and it's so cool. So then we just jump cut to I forget the son's name, Invincible, the kid. I'm just gonna call him Invincible. I forgot his name. I don't know how, but uh, I know the voice actor's name. I mean, I don't know his name. I forgot his name. Sorry, but the voice actor, he was in Walking Dead. He played Glenn. Um, he's a great actor. You should watch his movie. He was in Monterey. Monterey. I saw that like a couple months ago. I love that, and he's so good in this. He's such a good voice actor. So I just like I'm so happy he's doing this. And it's like, so it starts off with him living his life. His dad comes back after saving the White House as Omni Man, and you see that he has like a family, and he hasn't gotten his powers yet. He's like supposed to get his powers someday, but he's not. He hasn't gotten them yet. And then and then it shows him at school, and then they have which is kind of cool. They have like they're trying to make it more like you know diverse, and they have like a gay character in it, but they don't. It's not done forcefully. It's more like it even kind of shows how he's uncomfortable with him talking about like gay stuff. He has to say like only straight things and stuff. And it's like I mean I think that's cool because they're trying to make it more diverse, but they're not forcing it. They're not forcing it. So it's like, but then it goes on. Then you see some jock guy picking on this girl, and then the girl's like say leave her alone. She wants to be left alone. Invincible, he's pretty much like she said leave her alone. He tries to go up and stop him, and he gets his ass kicked. But then the girl comes and kicks him in the jock in the nuts. It's pretty funny. The way he walked off was pretty funny. And then you see Invincible working at Burger Mart. It was pretty cool because you see him doing mundane work. Remind me when I used to work at Taco Bell and stuff. Even when he lifted up the garbage bag that almost opened, that almost reminded me of when I had even when he was pushing the trash can open. It was funny because like I've had to do that where I pushed it and it comes back down. And it's like God damn it. So it's just like, is this cool how they're highlighting like the mundane life of a regular person, and then they have a dinner. He tells his father, "Oh yeah, I threw it." Yeah, he throws the trash can like into space while he's at work too. When he's trying to throw it in the trash can. Uh, but so then he goes home. He has dinner with his family, and then he's talking to his father, and he tells him that yeah, I have my superpowers now. I threw a garbage bag in space. And some reason his father was kind of like uncomfortable. He's like, okay. She has to hit him like, tell him like, hey, you're gonna talk to him. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, that's cool. We'll trade him. So it's already kind of something weird about that. And then he has a flashback. I think it's a dream of when he was a kid, and his father explained to him the planet he's on. I think it's called Vetrum or something. I don't know. I think I pronounced that wrong, but it's a planet where these superhumans come from, and that's where his father is from. So it's like he's saying how like yeah, this is like I came to Earth as a protector of Earth. It's literally just like is parroting Justice League and all the superheroes from Justice League. It was just so cool, and so he's telling him like someday you get your powers, and so then he wakes up out of his dream or his flashback, and then he Invincible is like, oh well, I could fly now. I'm gonna try out flying. So he tries to fly, and he finally like fly. It's nighttime. He's flying around. He almost gets hit by a plane, and then he like I think crash lands, and then wakes up like really tired. Omni Man, his dad wakes him up. He's like, hey, I gotta talk to you about, no, not talk. I need to train you. Yeah, okay. So then he trains him, and then he's like, they're flying off. He's like everything seems normal. He's being nice to him. He's telling him like how to fly, how to control your levitation and all that. And he they try to land, but he doesn't. He crashes again. And then Omni Man, his dad just basically tells him like, "All right, let's do something else because you're not good at that. Let's try to fight." So he tries to fight, and you know, he's not, he's missing in all the shots that he's trying to land on his dad, and eventually his dad says, "Yeah, good job, but it should be like this," and he punches him right in the chest, nearly crushes his like ribs, like just caves his whole chest in. So he's just like laying on the ground, like, why did you do that? And he was just like, you're gonna have to be ready because not everybody's gonna be holding their punches. It's like I'm trying to show you reality. So then he comes back with his dad, and he kind of looks, Invincible looks pissed off. Omni Man, he's kind of like a little irritated looking, and then the mom is like, "Hey, so how bad was it?" And then she's like, "Were you too hard on him?" He said, "Oh, I was hard on him," and she was like, "Were you too hard on him?" And he's like, "Are you questioning me?" Like out of nowhere, like he's just pissed off. And I was like, "What the fuck? Why are you?" I was wondering why is he acting so crazy right now? Like, why are you snapping out of nowhere? So then it goes back to school. Um, he's kind of pissed off by his dad. He's walking with his friend. Um, and I mean, Invincible's walking with his friend from school, and he's pissed because of what happened yesterday during his training. And then that bully from yesterday shows up, starts shit again, and so Invincible's pretty much like, yeah, go ahead, punch me. I'm sick of this shit. Just go ahead. He keeps punching him, nothing happens. And eventually, Invincible, the jock is like, it's like, that's so funny. It's just like he punches him. He's like, freak. He just runs away. That was funny. He just punches him, freak. He just runs away. I think the writing is so good. This is just. I feel like a kid again right now. Like just like reading Spider-Man comics again. It's just this is written so well. I love Robert Kirkman. He's such a great writer. He's so good. I love his Walking Dead. He's such a great writer. No wonder this show's so successful. I'm so happy. I'm excited. This is only the first fucking episode. So anyway, yeah, the bully runs off. Uh, he finally he Invincible gets a new suit. Um, well, he makes his own, not a new suit. He makes his own suit, and it was so cool because he basically has his origin suit, And I was like, that's so fucking awesome. And I just want to show you guys the origin. Oh, I found the guy who voices Invincible's name, Steven Yeun. Steven Yeun is his name. I'm trying to find this. Give me a second. Sorry. Trying to find a cool shot. Well, I'm just gonna play a couple seconds. I don't want to get copyright, so just want to show you guys his origin suit. This is like origin suit. And I thought that was pretty cool looking. See, I thought that was pretty cool looking. I think it really reminded me of Spider-Man too. Like, like it's like this character is really like Spider-Man. I even told myself like it's funny how the guy who played James Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man movies is as Omni Man, and then Steven Yeun, he sounds like Peter Parker, and his character Invincible is pretty much like Peter Parker in my opinion. That's so cool. But so yeah, so he gets a suit, and then he has to stop. He wants to go and stop crime. He even says in the school when the bully's picking on him, he's like, "I want to punch something." So that's kind of like his motivation to go stop a crime. So then he goes and he like these guys a robbery, and then there's a super human rock mutant guy that's helping out these bank robbers, and there's a cool fight scene. I love that. This reminds me of Spider-Man so much. This is so fucking awesome. And this is like probably in my opinion the closest I will ever get to getting a rated R Spider-Man movie. This is really like the closest I'll ever get to a rated R Spider-Man movie, which is so fucking awesome. It's so cool because it's mixing in like Spider-Man and like Justice League, like DC and Marvel like ideas, but it's not like Zack Snyder writing where it's just taking people's stealing people's ideas. It's paying homage to it and build using these ideas and these themes and creating something brand new in it, but in a good way. It's like paying homage and respect to all the things it's taking the ideals from. It's not just let me steal literally what that scene was and put it in my movie. Even though it doesn't make sense. I'm Zack Snyder, by the way. It's just like it's like no. Anyways, so Invincible stops this robbery. His dad shows up, Omni Man, and he's like, "You look ridiculous because of a suit." And then he's just like, "Yeah, you need a new suit." And then, but Invincible gets pissed off at Omni Man. He's like, "No, I'm not joking, dude. Like, I'm doing this. I want to be his hero. This is serious to me. Hit me, like, punch me. Because yesterday you punched me. I wasn't ready. I was caught off guard. Now I'm ready. Like, if you want to hit me, do it. And his dad kind of feels empathy. He's like, okay, man. Like, I didn't mean to hit you that hard. I'm sorry. He's like, here, come with me. I'm gonna go. We gotta go. I'm gonna show you something. He takes him to this guy who makes suits, and it was cool because this guy has like a underground suit shop. And he makes suits for Omni Man, and then he makes a suit for his son. Is this yellow and orange suit that he doesn't like, and I was like, yeah, that doesn't look good. So I'm glad he doesn't pick that suit. And then we jump to back to Invincible's house, where his mom is, and she hears some noises outside. She comes outside. It's Invincible. He's made some craters in the ground because he's trying to practice landing, and he's very frustrated. She's telling him like, "Why are you doing this? I gotta go work in the morning. Stop doing this. You gotta go to school. Go back, get back inside." And then Invincible kind of gets kind of crazy. He's like, "Make me." Like he's really, which is I was like, "Damn, that's kind of fucked up." Talk to her about like, "Make me." But it's showing me, which is really cool because this was Spider-Man comics used to do. Spider-Man wasn't a goody two shoes. This is why I like it, but this show's great. The writing's amazing. Or even a hero shows moments of like villainism and or like villainy. I mean, it has moments of being a flawed person. And that's why I like his characters with flaws is relatable because we all make mistakes. I don't like how they have Spider-Man now where he's like a goody two shoes Boy Scout. Like I don't do anything wrong. I eat my Wheaties and everything's happy. It's like get the fuck out of here. It's like, what? It's lame as fuck. This is better because when he gets angry, he has tendencies to do some bad shit, but he's a good person. So it's like that. I like the scene, when he kind of said that to her. It's like show that he's kind of messed. He has flaws himself too. He's not a perfect person, And then they talk, and bond a little more. And he kind of apologizes. And so then him and his dad are playing baseball. And his dad was like superhero baseball, uh, or catch. I mean, you're playing superhero catch, and he's like throwing it like around the earth, and they're back to back, and he's catching it, and then Invincible has to catch it. And so it's like that was pretty interesting, and then everything's so cool. Everything this show is just so cool. And then oh my god. And then he kind of gets after it, and then he basically says he tells us like you're invincible, you're different than everybody else. Giving him some motivation to be like, yes, you are a superhero. Look at you, you're flying right now. So it's like okay. And then he goes to the shop, his son goes back to the shop, and the artist guy and the guy who makes the suits, and then he finally makes his own suit. And in this flight scene, when he finally, it's almost like when he's finally becomes invincible. It's like I just love this scene so much. It's just so cool. It's just such a cool scene, like him just flying around. The music is so good too. I just think this, even how they do the animation looks so good too. like just like how he's going around the city. It's just definitely one of the best superhero anime shows I've ever seen. Then he stops this guy with a laser, this villain guy, and then like it didn't end so cool too. He's like, who are you? You might as well give up. I thought that was a great way to end it too. Like just the way it ended like that was so cool. You know, but it didn't end like it didn't end. It didn't. The show doesn't end right away. Uh, after the credits, after like 2 seconds of credits, it wasn't done yet. After 2 seconds of credits, we just jump back into the show again because there's like one more like after like scene. You know, there's an after scene. It's not even like an after credit small scene. It's like a long scene. So anyone who's watching the show, don't stop watching. There's still more to go. Like so you see all these heroes living their regular lives, and you're gonna you see the Flash guy, like the Flash guy. He's like kind of like he's like trying to go on a date, but he's too busy. The other like I don't know. He looks more like he has like a beard. I don't know. He looks like he's just like a regular. I don't know. He has like the guy with the beard. And here I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. And this guy looks like straight Vulture too. He looks like the Vulture. Taking the whole city with me. And then that guy, I forget who he is, but I think he's yeah. But yeah, so, but yeah, I like how even in that scene, or there goes this guy, like he's just stopping crime. This guy he's fighting looks like the Vulture. He's like throws him into space. He's like, I don't got time for this. He's like, get the fuck out of here. That was so funny. And then the fish guy, he's bored, and then he gets his call to go out, and then the Wonder Woman, the Warrior Woman, I think, War Woman, I think she gets a call out, to back to the headquarters. The Martian Manhunter character gets a call out. The Green Girl gets a call out to the headquarters. The Batman kind of character gets a call out to the headquarters, and all of them show up to the headquarters. But then, I believe it was the War Woman, or I'm not sure.
Dear. Me? So none of us signaled the alert. Darkwing, why did you call us here? Me?
Darkwing. That's what the guy's name is. Darkwing. So he's like, Darkwing, why did you call us here? And then he's like, me. And then they're like, oh, so none of us called us here. And then it's like, oh shit.
So none of us signaled the alert. Oh God, what's going on?
And then I noticed like everyone from The Walking Dead, literally from The Walking Dead show, is voice acting in this show, which is so cool.
Is it bad?
But then Omni Man comes in and like just beats the hell out of everyone, and then he kills the Flash guy in such a scary way. Like this is just so messed up, man. This was so messed up. Jesus, like that shit is so messed up, man. Kills her. Oh my god. It's just like, and I liked all of them. That's why I was so sad. I literally teared up kind of. Because it's like seeing pretty much like the whole Justice League get murdered. But it shows you how strong Omni Man is. Like, but that was a great scene how he killed everybody, and then that's what we're left with, this massacre, and then no music too. I like how it's just quiet. I like how it's just quiet. It's just like it's just in my opinion, it's such a great show. It's such a great show. 10 out of 10. I am so impressed with this Invincible show. This is episode 1. I'm gonna try to make reviews for each episode. Um, I'm very impressed. I highly recommend you all go watch this. It's a masterpiece, in my opinion, masterpiece of animation. 10 out of 10. Thank you, Robert Kirkman. Thank you. I can't wait to see the next episode. If you like this, please hit a like and subscribe. Help out the channel. And as always, may the force be with you. Peace.